Welcome to this series where we are building up a transport empire in Transport Fever 2. In the last part, the focus was very much on deploying the new trucks that we'd got, updating all the lines and fixing a few problem lines. The main one was this line here, which is I can't remember what it's called now. The machines to Ellesmere. You can see this is now turning a profit, well, occasionally. Because I've now got my coal trucks coming up here, and of course we had this problem with this line here. And if I show you the overall profits here, overall things are going quite well. I've still got a few problems with the grain line up here, and what I've actually done is, if I come up to here, I've actually split the lines off even more now. And what I've actually done is the trains that are running directly between here and now here, carrying grain and bread, have been separated from over here. And what I've actually done is got rid of the route that ran from here to here. And what I've got now is these trucks that are supplying bread to Poole are now coming into here. So this line is actually running a bit more faster and a bit more fluid now. The other problem I've also get, and I think this is something that's going to develop over time as well, and it's something that you're going to have to keep an eye on, or we're going to have to keep an eye on. That is, I was getting overproduction here out of this sawmill because I put the new trucks on here. We're getting more and more stuff coming into here. So what I've actually done is I put a single one-off train in here somewhere. I can find him. There he is. No, that's planks. There is a train in here somewhere, and his sole job is to run backwards and forwards between these two lines here. That's probably the easiest way, is to come in here, and I've called it lumber overflow. And see if we can. Yeah, so he's just running up and down here. And all this train is doing is carrying planks between these two places here. But what I've done is I've set it to here to wait until it's full. And the idea is that this is going to be literally just to keep everything flowing up into here. And we're now turning out lots and lots of tools now. Let's just kind of expand this again, because I think we're getting a little bit of an overflow here now. And we're also pushing tools up this way, which is working quite well here. I think we're getting we're okay here. So overall things are going quite well. Now we have gained a new vehicle. We've now got our first aircraft. The problem is, coming here, you can't actually, you've got to build an airport to get an airport. It's a Junkers. I've got a feeling it's actually just a passenger plane. So I'm kind of trying to think of the best place to put a passenger plane. I mean, Twickenham's got lots of people up here. So, and what I'm thinking is, and this is just purely experimental, just to see how it works, is, sorry I keep moving up and down the map. We got Keithley over here. You've got a population of 192. You've got a population of 196. So what I'm possibly thinking is to have an airfield about here, because it's close to oil and goods, because then we can develop the airfield over time. So maybe we're just going to do it, just going to go for it, because of course we can upgrade these over as well. So maybe if we're just, let me get this connected, or maybe, I mean there's a lot of space that way, but I don't want it too close to the towns. I think maybe we'll just put it, let's get in here, we'll put one there, and that gives us a basic, and then maybe we'll put the second one. Where has it gone? My map's spinning. I think my next series I'm going to go back to a square map, to be honest. There's Titherton, there's Twickenham, and we got a bit of space out here. What I'm thinking is maybe if we put go for a bit of a faster road here. We put a nice big wide road there, and we'll put an airport here, because of course airports are a major source of noise, so you don't really want them anywhere near your cities. Well, I'm assuming that for the game. Sorry, I've made an assumption there. And so what I'm going to do is create a line between there and here, and we'll call this Taunton to Twickenham, and of course we should now be able to build our first aircraft. So we got our Junkers F-13. Yeah, that's only carry passengers. I think we'll start with about 4 of these, and we're going to assign you to Taunton to Twickenham. So what we're going to need to do now is get a passenger line running, and what I'm thinking is that what we'll do is we'll create a tram line along this road here, just to connect this up to see what the... I mean, there's quite a lot of people travelling along this route. So, first aircraft arrived. Thank you. Have a quick look. Yeah, so we've got our... So we could create a tram line, or let's just do a bus line actually. Just keep it simple. Actually, if we create a... Oh, we're going to have to destroy this road there. Bring you out to there. Okay, we've actually got 3 new vehicles. That looks like a bus. That's a crocodile. That's a trainer. That's a new... Maybe we'll have a line there. Just drop you in like this. Yeah. And then a line that way. Line that way. Oh, this has been upgraded as well. Bus and tram stop. And we'll come into here and maybe come up to here, and we'll just jog that line along a little bit like that. And push you out that way. And then we'll come into here and here like that, like that, like that. And then we'll stop off on the way back as well. And that should give me a circular route like that. And here's this Taunton to Keighley. Taunton. Taunton actually, isn't it? It's not Taunton. Taunton's a different place in the UK. Keighley. Keighley's in Yorkshire actually. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oops, not Keighley. Okay. And we'll just... You can see this is going to be a noise centre. We'll put in a little bit of a truck stop here. Not a... Actually, just put it slightly away just in case I need to expand the airport. And we're going to... So this is a new vehicle. It's actually an improvement over here. This is the Schneider PB2. That's actually got emissions of 74. It's also interesting to see that the emissions are progressively increasing as the new vehicles come up. So managing emissions in the cities are going to be quite interesting. Taunton to Keighley. What that should do is provide a line between here, but also provide a connection to here. And where's the airport here? And I think what we're going to do is just drop a road in here. across to like that, and we've got our little we got running here. We got our Sharabang buses here. What's this? Twickenham to Wolverhampton. And kind of thinking maybe we manage the line here. At the moment this is kind of coming in here from Stanley Road. So if we put a come in this way and move it this way. Yes, I think if we put in a here, put you there, Twickenham to manage line, and we've got Park Lane there. We're just going to add this as a station, and then we'll go to Stanley Road. And then we'll have Stanley Road to here. It's decided to go that way, but I think I can live with that. Actually, what we could do is pick a street up like this, run you out a little bit like that. Actually, can we run you out to here? And then you're now coming out to here, turning around. Okay, so let's get some, see what we can do vehicle wise. So at the moment we're running these. There's 25 kilometers an hour. This is 35 kilometers an hour, and it carries an extra passenger. And we've probably had these for a long time, so let's just replace those. Of course, what we've also got is, do we actually have any routes along here? Got the air route here. We don't actually have a passenger line from Stanhope. So what we could do is run a passenger line from here, from Stanhope to here into Twickenham. I mean, that might work. Okay. Let's have a quick look at the overlay. Yeah. And what we got over here, it's all a bit back to front, to be honest. So we could bring passenger line out the back of there. And what we could do is make it's not possible. What is that? Oh, am I getting too far away from the? Oh, okay. Connect you up like that. You like that. You like that. And maybe you round like that. So this is see, the passengers are still gonna or might just being too. So have a quick look. Where's the tram depot? Build vehicles. You go 40 kilometers an hour. In some ways, the trams are still faster than the actual buses at the moment. But the buses are easy to lay in and be replaced. I think for the moment, I think what we're going to do is just. Actually, let's just come through here. Oops. I'll hook you to there. Then what we're going to do is, whoops. Put So I do wonder whether we actually need a proper tram line running around this city. I think that might be a better option. Let's just come to here. Replace the trams. Actually, they're electric. I think if we put a line there, a line there, a line there, just run round the outskirts of the city like this. I'm just gonna put you like that, and then now we could put a double line there, and a double line there, a double line there, and maybe there, you there, you there, and we've got a tram station we can hook into there, and there. What we'll do is we'll create a part down here, new line, and we'll go from there to there to there, there, to there, to there, there. And what's this? This is Stanhope, isn't it? Yep. This be Stanhope Tram 1. And of course what we're going to do is go back the other way. Actually, no. Move King's Road and put you there, and you to there. Nope. You're actually a truck stop, don't want you. Alexander Road. I'm duplicating. We got North Road. So that's comes 1, 2, 3, 6 brown, 1 there. You're going to be Stanhope Tram 2. Oops. We've now got a line running around there, and here's the tram station. So if we buy about 10 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can go on to Stanhope Tram 1. You can go on to Stanhope Tram 2. And that means what I can do now is bring the bus route in from here. Well, we could actually use that as the bus route, but that might cause an overlap. So, okay, so we now got a Vickers Victoria and a Daimler deck seat car. Okay, maybe we'll just slow it down a little bit. And I think what we'll do is we'll have a line there, and we've got I think we'll have you for there, and I think there's probably enough passengers coming in on this line, so we start there, come to here, go to all the way down to here, all the way back to here. We'll call this airport shuttle. Just so I know what it is. and we're just going to, we've now got passengers, so you're 35, you're 35, you actually carry more passengers, but you're actually slightly more expensive. Never mind, we'll put you, we'll buy 10 of these, and we'll assign you to the airport shuttle. Now the question is, how is my airline going? Yeah, we're losing money at the moment. We've only carried 3 passengers, but we haven't really built up the support network now. Now the question is, we've got the airport here. Now down here, you've got a demand for tools and materials here. So could we actually extend building? We had a cargo terminal. Okay. Hangar used to buy and sell small aircraft. Passenger terminal, main building. We've now got a cargo capability there. And we got an airport there, but we've actually got tools and materials being produced here. What we could do is put an airport in here. So we'll just put an airport in here. Actually, I don't want it. Fine. I'd rather not have it in range of these 2 terminals, though. Okay, you just. I'll drop that in there. You now create a line from here. I mean, I'm not that worried about whether these actually make profits. We'll call this Taunton Freight. Okay, let's get in here. We've now got this. This carries cargo. We get 3 of these, or no, 4 of these, and we'll assign you to Taunton Freight. And what we're going to have to do now is put in a little bit of a terminal here to take the freight. What we're going to do is, deliver this quite literally in the middle of Taunton here, like that. So you're going to cover quite a large area, and then pick up you here, and you're going to bring into here. Taunton cargo, actually no, freight. No, Taunton cargo, actually Taunton materials and tools. Hopefully it might carry both. And what we're going to do is get some cargo trucks. I want you to carry everything, and we'll get about 6 of you on here. And I'm going to put you on right, so we've now got the trucks running there. We've got to find the airport that I've just built up here. Where's Twickenham? Here's the airport. And what I'm going to do is put a truck drop-off point here. like that. We're going to put 2 in, actually, 1 in each direction. And then what we're going to do is create a route from here to here to here and back to here. Call this Stanhope Cargo. I'm going to be quite interested to see how this actually, how the demand works out here, because we've got common demand for each. And what we're going to do is just put in about 5 trucks of this, and you can go to, just better expand this, just make this a bit bigger. Yeah, getting lots and lots of materials coming out now. Oops, I think you're okay at the moment. So we should now. This is the big one. And ideally, what I would like to do now is there any way I can send materials back? So we got some stone here. Trouble is, if I put this in, it might actually. Okay, let's just convert Stanhope. Let's just. Okay, Stanhope Cargo. Where are you? So we're just going to change Stanhope to Car. We're going to delete Park Avenue and put that in there. And take out Park Avenue here and put this back in here. And I think what we'll do is we'll just delete these. I'm just going to sneak out those like that. And just to try and make a bit of a two-way profit going, what we're going to do is we've got a quarry here. So if we drop in, I mean, it's not going to be massively profitable, but and then what we'll do is we'll run a line from here to here, and we'll call you Taunton Stone. I mean, we can always expand this line. I mean, we could. I mean, truthfully, I should be taking it this way, but then if this develops and starts to get lots of stone, we can shift it to there. Then we can find somewhere to send materials. I mean, we've got materials there. Can't see anywhere else that's. I mean, it's just buy about 4 or 5 trucks for this. I mean, this is very much experimental. We need Taunton Stone. Yeah. I mean, got nothing flowing yet. We got a little bit of passenger supply now, which is making the city grow. And I think just to wind the video up, let's have a quick look at what we've got here coming in. These need to be kicked into action. Maybe this is just too complicated with the way it's moving. Well, we'll just give it a little while to work out. If it doesn't work out, I'll just take it apart and go here. But we do have people who want to fly, so. But we're not, the sheer quantity of passengers is not going to make these lines profitable. So we're just going to have to see how this develops. I mean, the whole idea is just to conduct an experiment and see how we can actually develop airlines on the map And I think just to finish off, just have a quick look at the emissions. Yeah, you can see how kind of polluting the airports are. So we're getting lots and lots of red lines on the map now. And you can see why I put the airport right out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we could develop it more over time. Yeah, you can, I think it's going to be very difficult to get. Well, I'm pretty certain that you cannot get absolute zero emissions in a city. I think that you've always got some form of emissions just because you've got trucks and that building here. Looks like Colne is. And also, oh yeah, while I'm thinking about it, the other thing is what you're going to be careful of is that you see here, if I come into here and click on here, you'll see that, and if I flip back to here, you can see that the areas where covered by requirements as the city grows expands. So it looks like very much we're going to have to put in something here to put out, to get spread out so that there's more coverage that way. And I think we'll have a look at Twickenham as well. We're at it. Just Twickenham hasn't grown. I think Colne is probably the biggest one. I think Colne is my largest city. Let's just have a quick check. City size. So we're just going to flip here. Yeah, Colne is by far the biggest. Yeah. And then we got Grantham. See what the coverage in Grantham's like. Yeah, you can see we got the bricks coming round here, but I'm pretty sure I don't know, that's pretty good coverage for Grantham. Terminal overview. We do need materials in Grantham, which is maybe something I need to work on, because we've got our materials production here. We really need to zap this up a little bit more. So what we got here? Yeah, we're already maxed out here. We're not shifting either the materials to here. Sure. I don't know, we got a fair amount there. And Grantham's a long way up. Maybe if the airline starts working, then we're actually getting bricks materials into here now. But it's just one final check. I know I'm kind of going overly long. Apologies for that. So are we actually getting anything into gone to nothing yet? So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.